Hey there, welcome back. I'm Flat Rate Mechanic, and today we're diving into a question that's been on a lot of people's minds. What's the most reliable car ever built? I had some fun in the shop this morning and asked every mechanic. I could find this simple question, and let me tell you, the responses were almost unanimous. Spoiler alert, if you're a fan of Toyota, you're going to love this. So, let's jump right in. First up, I started with the office crew, and the very first answer I got was the Toyota Camry. Then I moved around to the rest of the team. Alan said, Lexus. Fernando didn't even hesitate. He just said, Toyota. Honestly, it was pretty much the same from everyone else. Now, these aren't just random opinions, folks. These are mechanics who see hundreds of cars come through the shop every month. They're the ones who deal with the breakdowns. So when they tell you a car is reliable, they're basing that on what they don't see. The ones that don't come back for major repairs? Almost always. Toyotas. Now here's where it gets interesting. There's actual data backing this up. Consumer Reports recently surveyed around 380,000 vehicles spanning model years from 2000 to 2025. And guess what? Toyota and Lexus dominate the top of their reliability rankings. Why do they keep popping up? It's not just one thing. Toyota has built its entire reputation on engineering cars that last. They might not always be the fastest or the prettiest, but they are designed to run for 200,000, 300,000, even 400,000 miles if you keep up with regular maintenance. You might be wondering what the secret sauce is. Well, Toyota doesn't rush new technology into their cars. While other manufacturers are cramming in the latest gadgets, Toyota tests everything thoroughly before it goes into production. This means fewer surprises down the road and fewer trips back to the shop for those pesky electrical gremlins or transmission issues. If you're shopping for a reliable used car, here's a pro tip. Look for Toyota models that are a few years old. You get that proven reliability without the new car premium, plus you can avoid the years that had issues. Now let's get specific. Not every. Toyota is created equal. The Camry tops our shop poll for good reason. This car has been around since 1982 and has built a rock-solid reputation. The V6 and four-cylinder models from the 2000s and 2010s are nearly bulletproof if you keep up with the basics. Speaking of specifics, if you own a 2018 to 2021 Camry with the 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, you're looking at about 4.8 quarts of oil with the filter. Toyota recommends 0W20 synthetic, and honestly, just stick with what they tell you. Using the right oil weight makes a difference for longevity. Then we have the Corolla, which is basically the Camry's little sibling. Consumer Reports consistently ranks the Corolla high in reliability too, and we see the same thing in the shop. These cars just don't break. Now, if you're after something a bit more rugged, look no further than the 4Runner and Land Cruiser. The 4Runner is basically indestructible, scoring high in predicted reliability ratings. We're talking about vehicles that people drive for 300,000 miles and then sell for good money. But what about the Land Cruiser? Well, it's built to survive just about anything. If you've got a model from 2008 to 2021 with that 4.5-liter V8 engine, you're looking at about 8 quarts of oil with the filter. They're just tough as nails. Now, let's tackle the Lexus question Alan raised. Lexus is Toyota's luxury division, and they use many of the same platforms and drivetrains. The difference? Lexus adds luxury features, better sound insulation, and generally nicer interiors. Surprisingly, Lexus often scores slightly higher in reliability surveys because they get even more attention during manufacturing. The ES350 shares a lot of its DNA with the Camry, but gets that extra touch of luxury. But don't forget, Lexus models do have more electronics and luxury features that might occasionally act up. However, the core mechanical stuff, engine, transmission, drivetrain, that's all Toyota proven. Alright, let's talk maintenance, because even the most reliable car will become a money pit if you don't take care of it. Good news? Toyota and Lexus maintenance is straightforward. If you follow the schedule, these cars can last beyond your car payments by a decade. First off, let's talk oil changes. I know there's a lot of buzz about extended intervals, but here's my take. Change your oil every 5,000 miles with good synthetic. Sure, the manual might say 10,000 miles, but oil is cheap compared to the cost of an engine. Transmission fluid, that's another big one. Even on sealed transmissions, you'll want to change that fluid regularly to make a huge difference. And don't forget about your cooling system. Flush the coolant every 50 to 60,000 miles with genuine Toyota red coolant. Before I wrap this up, let's touch on some common issues. Even reliable cars have quirks. The older Camrys 2007-2011 can have excessive oil consumption. It's a known issue. But these are exceptions rather than the rule. Most problems we see on Toyotas come from neglected maintenance. So what are the takeaways? If you're looking for reliability, you can't go wrong with Toyota or Lexus. These cars are engineered to last, and with a bit of maintenance, they can easily outlast most other cars on the road. Now I want to hear from you. Do you agree? Or have you had a different experience? What's the most reliable car you've ever owned? Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.